And I want to say thank y'all very much for just being here and stopping by. Also, Leviathan, thank you for the follow as well. And if you're liking what you're seeing, you know, I have my social medias. I also have the Discord as well and other stuff too. And you can check out the card to check out my other platforms too as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do art as well and other stuff too. Very fun shit, right? Very fun shit. I'm glad that everyone here is just stopping by and wanting to watch and such. I watch when I can if possible. I enjoy your streams. And thank you very much, Jolt. I appreciate that very much. Seriously, thank you. I love streaming. It's very fun. It kind of gives me a purpose in my life a little bit. Because like I said, I thought about like ending my whole like streaming stuff and whatnot because I was just in like a fucking shitty headspace, like genuinely. Like it was like not good. I know a couple of people here, like, you know, I know Eel, Bear, and I know Shadow and Bandit as like see me at like my low points before, like at least a little bit more publicly and stuff like that due to like personal problems and stuff. I'm not in trouble, by the way, guys, don't worry. Nah, it's just dumb shit that I'm just really like dumb and stuff and whatnot. But with how things have been going with life, of me losing a lot of weight and my stuff's been going pretty well with streaming and whatnot, you know what I mean? It's been pretty nice to where that honestly I kind of don't care anymore, if that makes any sense, right? I don't hate myself as much as I used to. I think it's probably the weight loss, or I don't know if it's time passing, but no, I lost a fuck ton of weight, by the way. Nearly 50 pounds. I am gaining some of it a little bit on and off, but it's mostly because I've been plateauing. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know if it's like me losing weight that is making me not feel like an asshat anymore, or just other things entirely. But yeah, no, I've been doing pretty good. I know that feel, it feels like I've been that way for, I feel like I've been that way too hard on myself as of late. I should treat myself better and stop blaming myself on my autism and everything. So I gotta accept my dysagraphia as well. I don't know if I'm gonna be next big writing, but I'm still going at it just for fun. Honestly, genuinely, oh, writer. Yeah, big writer. Yeah, writer. Yeah, I will say this, actually. I will say this for sure. You just have to be around, like, the right type of people, honestly. It's just a lot of, it's just, you gotta, like, be around, like, the right, you know, groups of people and stuff that kind of, like, you know, kind of let you know that, you know, maybe things aren't too bad, because I'll be honest, there's this person I've been kind of talking to again, like more often. Shadow, you probably know who I'm talking about, because you did say Dweer moment. And honestly, since we've been talking a lot more often and stuff, I'll say this, she doesn't make me feel like a fuck up. Basically, it's like I kind of felt like I was a bit of a screw up. Right? Like a lot of negative stuff, like a screw up, a lot of dark shit, honestly. Lots of screw ups. Like I felt like kind of a massive screw up and whatnot. It was really kind of hard on me. But I can say that she definitely makes me feel like I'm not that much of a fuck up. And honestly, I don't know. It's kind of crazy that someone like that genuinely does have like a lot of respect and an affinity towards me, because I don't know, I don't really view myself anything too grand or crazy, right? And I don't know, it's someone like that, you know, someone like that ended up becoming like, I'm not saying stuff will happen, hee, but like, I don't know, it's just, it feels good. I'm like, maybe I'm not that much of a fuck up after all, and maybe it's other people, I don't know. Maybe it's other people. You know, am I out of touch? No. Am I actually out of touch? But no, it's, but yeah, no, it's just, I don't know, during that, on top of my weight loss thing, I've been doing a lot better to where, like, I don't really end up caring too much anymore. And I feel like in the upcoming year that is happening, I'm gonna make some pretty big changes for myself and my own mental health that it's not gonna bother me too much anymore, actually. I'm not gonna feel like shitty or whatnot. I'm not gonna like it though, but it'll be fine. It'll definitely be fine. I think I'll be a lot more happier with myself. You know, I feel like I'll be a lot more happier with myself and such. And I do want to thank that Dweer very much for kind of honestly making me feel a lot better about myself, because like I said, shit, sorry for getting so fucking deep out all of a sudden, because genuinely, like I said, I was not in the best headspace. It was really, really shitty. But afterwards, things have been so much better on my end, with her being really a great like source of like positive reinforcement, right? Because also, I'll be real, there's there's just like, I'm thankful for my friends and stuff and whatnot, but there's just like some people that I'm just kind of like, which by the way, I'm not talking about y'all, by the way. No, y'all are fantastic friends too. Cause I'm gonna be honest, without you guys, I probably would have been 6 feet under already, actually. I'm not trying to say that to be dramatic. I'm actually being serious. Honestly, and I do want to thank y'all, you know, to those that are like watching, or to those that know who you are. Seriously, thank you. And the Dweer in particular, though, is did do a lot of heavy lifting for me, actually, because I didn't really like myself or have a lot of respect towards myself. And like I said, there's like people that I kind of hope and wish would help me with this positive reinforcement stuff, because I was pretty hard on myself, but I end up getting either like a non-advice, right? Like a non-advice that kind of makes me just feel like, it's kind of like when you tell someone that is depressed, hey, stop being sad. It's sort of like that, right? You know, it's one of those things, if that makes any sense, right? Stop being sad. It's really weird, you know? But again, I'm sorry again for like going on about going on this deep shit, right? But in the same time, I'm just here to talk about this because, you know, I have other people that kind of go through similar stuff that like I do. You know, like Shadow, for example. And I'll be honest too, Shadow, you're kind of an inspiration of me being a little bit more open about myself, actually. I'm not joking. Like, you're a huge inspiration of why I've been a little bit more open with myself and trying to better myself too as well, because I was very confused about myself a lot, actually. I was very confused about myself a lot, and I kind of hated myself a lot too in the process. And when you mentioned like, yeah, I was going through a lot of stuff because of my autism, I was like, I'm autistic too, actually. Went to therapy. I hated to hear the news of, because I felt like I was kind of normal, honestly. I felt like I was a normal person for the longest time, honestly. I thought I felt like that, right? But there's just a lot of things that I kind of don't want to get into. But basically, all the stuff that I thought that I was honestly perfectly fine with my autism, because I'm pretty good socially. As an autistic person, I rock socially. Socially, I'm actually pretty good. Emotionally, that's where it gets a little difficult for me, right? And that's where I kind of felt a little more, I don't feel human, right? I don't really feel human. I felt kind of weird about myself, but after kind of learning and relearning about myself over time, right? Over time, I started to learn more and such, and kind of like relearning about myself as a person as a whole. It sucks because I'm basically restarting from square one, but in the same time, I don't want to say that the therapy kind of made my mental state worse, ironically enough, but it makes me more aware of things. But now after that, I kind of feel more, I feel a lot better for myself, actually. And I just kind of hope like just communication, because like I said, I was a fucking like massive fucking shithead and stuff like in the past year and a half. I'm not gonna go over what happened and such, and it still kind of does affect me even to this day, and I kind of sort of gave up on the goal of things being better on that aspect, for sure. I kind of gave up on that, but in the same time, I'm seeing all of like, it's just a lot to kind of take in, right? And it's rough, but over time, I'm doing a little better for myself. And honestly, 2026 has seemed like going to be the big year for me of just, honestly, I feel like I'll be at my full potential. Instead of having to worry and fucking, you know, worry about these stupid ass things that honestly don't really amount to anything at the end of the day, even though I'm trying my best for it, I just end up just focusing more on myself and what I do for this community. And if, you know, if they miss out, they fucking would miss out and stuff. But if not, that's fine. That's actually perfectly fine. Like I said, I just kind of gave up on that aspect, but seeing how things are going more recently, especially after my surgery and the weight loss and everything, I feel like I can just do anything. I feel like I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I feel happy about that. But sorry for rambling. Let me read the chat real quick, and then I'll just go ahead and also greet Blue as well, because hello Blue, how you doing? Let me read the chat real quick. I got a little too deep. Let's see. True, but I feel bad for my buddy since he's struggling to draw for 20 years and him having both this dysphagia and dysgraphia. Also, the watcher says, hey, I just joined the stream. I heard your talk. I just want to say that you're doing great. that you're great, all right? Thank you, thank you. Like I said, it's you got this. Just keep pushing forward no matter what gets in your way. True. Thank you, the Watcher. I appreciate that. It's a lot of stupid shit that kind of happened in the past year and a half, and I try my best on things, but I keep fucking up, and I kind of gave up on that, and I kind of just want to focus just on me now, just myself, you know. And things have been getting a lot better since I've been focusing so much around the people that I feel like actually do care, right? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm getting a little too a little too personal at it, but at the same time, I'm just I don't know, just like happy about it, you know. Also, true, I'm glad that my family and workers buds letting me know that I'm not a fuck up and appreciate me for who I am. Yeah, no, that's true actually. I have my friends and I have the dweer. Because she makes me not feel like I fucked up or am stupid or anything like that, or kind of feel lost also, right? I don't know. There's something different about, like, I don't know, with certain people, I guess. I don't know. It's always a nice surprise. My partners said they felt that way because they realized I was flirting with them because I love them, but Jesus, they were even more autistic than I am. Yeah, no, autism is pretty rough. It's very rough, actually. You gotta be really blunt with autistic people, actually. I do have the mindset back then, so every time I see them go through what I go through, I try my best to help them. And I'm assuming the auth thinks is letting you know that you genuinely did inspire me with your autism comment to kind of check me out and what's going on, right? I do very well talking to people, but when I try to do stuff or learn, I get very angry. I feel like that's normal, honestly, at some cases. Mental health is way too stigmatized, and don't get me started on men's mental health specifically. I suffered the same stigmas before transitioning. That worked for me, but dealing with stigma bullshit for the longest time before that. Yeah, I hate that shit too, actually. Like, that fucking sucks. Glad to be part of your journey, though, Zog. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Zek. I really do appreciate that very much. Seriously. It's been kind of rough. Oh God, no, I'm not gonna cry here. I'm not gonna fucking cry. I'm not gonna cry. Having a good support network is step 1, 2, and 3, and step 4 is your support network the same way you want them to use support. US support. Yeah, I'm actually kind of used to being the one doing the support. I'm not used to people supporting me. I'm usually the one that usually supports others. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. And yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, and thank you very much again, the Watcher. And thank you for the follow too, as well, the Watcher as well. Don't worry about it. Your best is all that matters. Don't give up on yourself. I'm gonna do my best. I'm definitely doing my best, honestly. Because things are rough, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And to those that are watching that also feel like shit, like I used to, or I guess I still kind of do, but not as bad, I want y'all to know that, you know, you are doing your best too as well. And it's not easy. It's really rough, but you'll definitely get there though. I do believe in y'all. I really do believe in y'all very, very much, and all that stuff. But enough with the talk though. We got some violin to play. And plus, listen to the music. It's there again. God.